And good evening, I'm Landon Miller coming to you live from Las Vegas once again tonight. Now today, Las Vegas police gave a detailed timeline of the events leading up to Sunday's shooting. And what we learned from this is that Paddock actually fired his first shot at 10:05 p.m. Now, as police moved up the floors at Mandalay Bay, a security guard was injured by gunfire when officers breached Paddock's room on the 32nd floor at 11:20 p.m. They actually found him dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound. Now, police are also saying that Paddock also rented a room overlooking a different music festival late last month, and they're looking into whether or not he had any help with this attack.
Maybe he's, a super yahoo that was working out all this on his own, but it'd be hard for me to believe that.
And FBI officials also questioned Paddock's girlfriend, Marilou Danley, but they say that she is not under arrest. They're also saying that there is no evidence to call the shooting domestic terrorism, but they added that they are not closing down any avenues and that the investigation is still open.
We're going in there following the facts. The facts will always lead you to your conclusion. And we hope, very much so, to be able to provide concrete information to the public about why this happened, because that's what's on everyone's mind. Because to understand the why helps you deal with the tragedy that we've all faced, and we've all faced it. So, believe me, we want to know why.
That's right. A lot of people want to know why. Meanwhile, President Trump visited Las Vegas today. He went to the University Medical Center to visit with both the doctors and the patients. And yesterday, we had a chance to speak with the chief experience officer there.
UMC is the level 1 trauma center in Nevada, the only level 1 trauma center in Nevada, so we get the highest acuity patients. Those patients who are injured the most will come here. They're triaged out in the field, and the most injured will come to UMC.
And today, President Trump visited several patients and hospital staff inside of the hospital. This hospital in particular received 104 patients total. Out of those 104, unfortunately, 4 people did not make it. And about a dozen remain in critical condition tonight. President Trump praised doctors and hospital staff earlier this morning.
Makes you very proud to be an American when you see the job that they've done. And people that would not be around today are up there, and they'll be leaving the hospital in a week or 2 weeks or 5 weeks.
Well, switching gears now, a Reno woman who was shot in the leg during the festival as she attended it with her daughter is grateful to be back home in Reno tonight. Elizabeth Olvera continues our coverage now from the newsroom. Liz?
Yeah, Landon, Melinda Ballroom, Elizabeth Olvera, Channel 2 News.
Okay, Liz, thank you for that part of our coverage. We first told you about Sage Leahy back on Monday. She's a University of Nevada graduate who was there at the Route 91 Music Festival. Today, we were able to catch up with her in Las Vegas to see how she's doing. This story starts with a text and 14 agonizing words.
There are gunshots. I'm not sure that they're real. I love you all.
Still unaware of the magnitude of the crisis, Sage Leahy, a University of Nevada graduate, sent it to her family Sunday, 10:13 p.m. But at this moment, everything changed.
There's gunshots at Jason Aldean and everyone's literally on the ground right now. What the
Sage went to the concert with her best friend, Tori Emerson.
You can see my face completely change. Just literally go from like me joking to me being like, holy crap, like this is not fireworks.
They were able to escape the Route 91 Music Festival physically fine.
I don't know how we got so lucky or why we got so lucky.
But emotionally scarred.
Seeing people die in front of us is something that no one ever should go through.
That could be no, get down, get down. I'm down.
Understandably, it's hard for both of them to watch these videos and to relive their nightmare.
As far as coping with it, I don't know. I guess we're trying to figure that out.
And they tell me it's not the time or the place to get political. Not yet, at least.
I mean, it feels like everything changes. It feels like everything changes right now. I'm just scared that nothing does.
But they agree that something needs to happen, whatever it is, for the 59 people who lost their lives.
It seems like everything needs to change. And I think everything changes for the people who were there, maybe, or the people who were affected.
This story started with a text and 14 words, and this story ends with 2 women forever changed with a shared appreciation for life.
Yeah, I'm just grateful to be alive, definitely.
Yeah, grateful to be alive indeed. Sage and Tori have been best friends, they tell me, for 2 years. And as you can imagine, Kristen, this experience only brought them even closer. That's going to do it for our coverage right now on Channel 2 News at 6:30. Kristen, we'll send it back to you, but we will be back tonight at 7.
All right, no question about that. Some powerful stories this evening. Landon, thanks so much for that coverage.
This is Channel 2 News, coverage you can count on.
We stand together to help you carry your pain.
President Trump spoke to victims and families affected by the shooting in Las Vegas. We have more on his visit and the investigation. It tops Channel 2 News at 7 o'clock. With eyes watching from around the U.S., the president spoke at the Las Vegas Metro Police Headquarters today alongside the governor and other Nevada lawmakers. I'm Kristen Remington.
And good evening, I'm Landon Miller coming to you live from Las Vegas tonight. President Trump spent about 4 hours total in the Silver State. For more on his visit, we turn things over to Kenneth Craig, who joins us live from Las Vegas, just down the road from where we're standing, with more on the president's visit and the latest on the investigation. Kenneth?
Well, Landon, nearly 72 hours after this massacre unfolded, as you know, much of this area tonight is still a crime scene. Tonight, police told me the FBI is in the process of doing a reconstruction here to try to piece this all together. And as we've been reporting, there were both cameras in and outside of that hotel room here. But tonight, the sheriff said none of those cameras were recording, making all of this that much more puzzling, Landon.
Yeah, puzzling indeed. Kenneth Craig reporting live for us in Las Vegas tonight. Thank you. We continue our coverage now with the story of a Reno mom who was shot in the leg while attending the Route 91 concert here on Sunday. Elizabeth Olvera brings us this story, but we do want to warn you that some of the images you're about to see are graphic.
It sounded to me like firecrackers, like 3 or 4.
Channel 2 News.
Tough indeed. Okay, well, the shooting here in Las Vegas, of course, has reignited the gun debate, both in Nevada and in Washington, D.C. For more on this, we turn things over to Ariana Bennett, who joins us now live in the newsroom. Ari?
Yeah, that's right, Landon. We've actually already seen some movement in Washington. Ariana Bennett, Channel 2 News.
Okay, Ari, thank you for that. Now, as far as gun purchases go, there has essentially been no change in sales at Reno gun shops, unlike or following the Las Vegas shootings. Now, we have seen some buying binges, if you will, in Reno, particularly at the gun shops after other mass shootings and talks of gun control. But shop owners say, no, not this time. Gun owners that we spoke to are firm in their view that it's the person and not the gun that's the problem, and that guns are needed for protection.
Handguns definitely are selling 50 to 1 on long guns. Once again, because of protection. People are feeling unsafe.
And that might also explain why more women are buying guns, too. Close to half of Reno gun customers are females. Females like Patricia Good.
I'm a musician. I travel a lot by myself. And I, want to have something to protect myself.
And they say as long as crime is high, people will buy. Well, that's going to wrap up our coverage, Kristen, from Las Vegas for tonight. We'll be back on Channel 2 News this morning starting at 4:30. But for now, we'll send it back to you in the studio.
Many angles continuing to develop with this story. Good work down there. Thank you so much for all of that, Landon. And we will see you.